Hey guys, it's Colonel Coffee here and we're back on Destiny Rise of Iron on the Wrath of the Machine raid, and in this video I'm going to be showing you where all 5 of the hidden monitors are so that we can access the final exotic chest after the boss fight. So the first thing I want to tell you guys is that this has to be done in one playthrough. If you miss out a monitor you cannot go back for some of them, or if you disconnect or something like that you will have to restart. So this has to be done in one run through. So the first monitor is just in the second boss fight. Now you can get this before or after the fight. So as soon as you drop down, if you make your way to the left, there's going to be 2 rooms. If you go to the one to the furthest away, you're going to look up and see a broken vent that you can jump into. And it will have a narrow corridor that goes into this small room here. And all the way at the back you will find the first monitor that's all covered in static and stuff. It will tell you to hold X or square to activate monitor, and when it's fully activated it will have this picture and 4 sevens in the bottom right corner. So if you come across one and it has that on it, then it means it's already been activated and you don't need to worry about it. If you make your way back down, we can make our way towards the second monitor. So after this boss has been defeated, you can make your way into the maze where the 2 exotic chests are. Now this is where the first exotic chest is, so if you're standing at it, make your way back into the big room, take a left and you'll come to this area here. If you look up you will see this area above us, and you can jump in between those metal bars. This can be a bit of a tricky jump depending on your class. You'll see right here my brother struggled with the hunter jump, and I struggled a little bit with the warlock jump. The Titan's by far the easiest in my opinion. But once you make your way up here, if you jump up to the left a little bit further, you will come to this platform. Make your way all the way down to the opposite end of the platform and you will come to a small room. Now when you're in this corner, if you look up you will see another 2 pipes above you. If you jump up to those 2 pipes and turn left, you'll find another corridor that will lead you to a secret room. Now 2 of my friends were already in here waiting because they knew I was recording and they wanted to photobomb me, so big shout out to I reiterate the Australian beast that Overkill is, and just some random Scottish dude called Echo that we came across, you know. I'm only joking man, you're cool. So that's the second monitor there. As you can see it had the symbol and the 4 sevens on it, so that was already activated. Now we can work towards the third one. Now the third monitor is after you complete the Zamboni battle. So after you do that, the Zamboni is basically going to fall off the edge. Now before that happens, if you jump off the back and stay on the wall, this is what you have to think about it. The bottom half of the wall is all white and covered in snow. The top half is brown and covered in debris. So if you're making your way back up the wall, stick to the left hand side and come to this corner where the white and the brown meet. You can see it right there where all those dead bodies are. If you stand here and look off the edge, you're going to see a little black triangle right there where I'm shooting. If you shoot that triangle, this door here is going to open and you can then drop down and enter the room. And when you get in this room, just make your way forward, jump on top of this pipe, make your way down this little hall, jump over a second pipe, and the monitor is just in the corner there. Now above you is going to be a vent or a door that will pop open only after you activate the monitor. So now we can work towards the 4th monitor. Now this one was by far the hardest. It took the entire Destiny community an entire week to figure out, and it is pretty tough when you think about it, so let me explain. First thing you have to do is make your way to this room here, which is just forward a bit from the maze, with a big black diamond in the middle of the room with all those cylinders around. I'm going to bring an image up on screen and show you guys how exactly you start this step off. So when you enter the room is going to be split into 4 sections, starting in an anti-clockwise fashion. So when you enter the room, to the right is section 00, and then 01, 02, 03. So if you remember where each section is, that will come in handy later. So as you can see, there's platforms in every section. If you can think of the platforms as columns and rows, so each column and then each row basically will help you figure out which one to stand on. For example, in the 00 section, it's going to be column 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If there's only 5 columns, then it would be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. They are numbered in the game, so it's not too hard to figure out the columns. And then the row is just which one to step on your way down. So if you think about it, that the platforms closest to the middle are basically 0 or 1, and then the ones closest to the wall are going to be your highest number. So you're going to be working your way from the middle outwards. So if somebody calls out column 1, then you're basically going to be on the second one in, because it always starts at 0. So it's column 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then if somebody calls out row 2, then it's the second one up from the middle. Now I hope I explained that as best as I could. If not, pause the video, rewind, and you'll be fine. Now the second thing you want to do after you've started it, so have all 4 players stand on those red circles that I showed you in the image before, and you'll hear a noise that will activate these 2 monitors back in the maze room. So as you're entering the maze room from the previous area, not the diamond area, the monitor to the left side of the room is number 1, and at the opposite end of the room is number 2. So let me explain what you have to do. If you activate the monitor on the left, it's going to give you a binary code on the bottom right hand corner. A couple of seconds later, it will then show a binary code on the right monitor. So whichever code shows up first, that's when you know that that's the first monitor, that's the left monitor. So if you have 2 people there who understand binary and you can translate that, I will bring up something on screen right now to show you guys exactly which one is which. And all you have to do is call out the sequence. So if you have your other 4 players stationed at each section in the diamond room, have 1 person waiting at the 00 section, have 1 person at 01, 1 at 02 and 1 at 03, and have them know exactly which columns are what and what rows are what, then they know exactly where to jump when you tell them. So this is when we did ours, okay? So for example, I held X, the code that came up was 0011, that means that it's column number 3. Then my friend would have got a code that was something else that told them the row. Now as you're calling them out, your teammates have like a 10-second window to get on that exact platform. It might even be less than that, but you have to be quick or it will reset and you'll have to start from the beginning. Now there's only 4 times that you have to do this in order to open up the diamond. If done correctly, a few seconds later you're going to hear a large rumble, and if you're in the room with the diamond you can actually watch it opening up. Now I didn't capture that for you because as you can see here I was activating the monitor, but regardless it was pretty fun and it was awesome to do that. So like I said, if you just pause the video and watch what we do, you shouldn't be having any issues. The hardest part that we were facing was that nobody really understood binary, so we had a couple of cheat sheets handy that helped us out. There's only 5 binary digits that you need to remember, so if you just write them down you'll be absolutely fine. So like I said, I'll put them on screen and you guys can copy them down. Now once you have done it correctly, you can make your way over to the diamond, come to this corner and you'll see a crack in the middle. All you have to do is jump inside and you'll see the 4th monitor there. You can see that it's already been activated, and there's also an exotic chest just behind the monitor, or just opposite the monitor, sorry. Now this chest will always give you an exotic engram, and it's the same for each character, it's the same for every person. It's always going to be an engram and not loot, and it will also give you an emblem as well that you can equip. It's just basically this big black diamond here, but it's red, and it's pretty cool. Like I really enjoy this emblem, I think it looks badass. Now once you've done the 4th monitor, we can move on to the 5th and final monitor, which is located only after you've defeated the final boss of the raid. So once you've defeated the boss, if you're picking up your loot, you turn around, do a 180 so that you're looking at the stairs. If you go up the right set of stairs and then turn right a little bit more and go up the next set of stairs, that's where you know you need to be. Just walk off the edge of the map here and you'll see a platform down below. Make your way down these stairs and you'll see the 5th and final monitor just on the right. So hold X to activate that monitor and it will basically release the last set of beams so you can just walk down the corridor. I was waiting for my team here because I wanted everyone to experience it for the first time, because we worked hard at this, so did everyone in the Destiny community, so props to the guys who found it first, much appreciated, and props to my team as well for working hard at it as well. So you make your way down the corridor and it's just a normal chest. Once you open it you will receive your Pulse Rifle Outbreak Prime quest. Now this quest is quite difficult, it's quite challenging and time consuming, but I'll go over that in another video. I've already done it on 1, almost 2 characters, so I'm going to do a video on that as well. So guys, I really hope this video helped you out somewhat. If it did, let me know in the comments down below. Leave a like and I will catch you in the next video.